Dude, that's a wreck. Those are decking spikes. That's the decking of a ship.
Okay, hi, it's me again, Mike Torres. So I'm on another treasure hunt with a teammate of mine, Bobby Wayne, also known as Staff Sergeant. One of the good things about being prior service is that they teach us to do a few crazy wilderness things most civilians won't do. On the bad side is that we'll actually do them. Case in point, I'm gonna have to make that rappel. Now, I don't know necessarily how that looks from your viewpoint, but from my viewpoint, it doesn't look too pleasant. But we brought rope. And I have every intention of using this rope. So I'm gonna hook up and I'll get back to you guys. Maybe down there, maybe up here. Hopefully Bobby can film while we're going down, but we'll see. Thanks, guys. Not that bad. Not that bad. Let me know when you're ready.
We apologize for the quality of the video. The conditions really kicked up, and our audio just couldn't pick it up, and it's inaudible. So I'll kind of walk you guys through what's going on here. Our metal detectors pinged on an object that was just below the surface as ferrous material. And what I'm holding in my hand is about a 17th century deck spike. You can tell by the shape of the spike because it's a squared spike. It's hand pounded iron, and it still contains parts of wood that it was originally connected to in the deck of the ship. We're just kind of examining it. What I'm going to do now is use the pinpointer to make sure that it is actually ferrous material. Sometimes very dense wood can give the illusion of iron. We just wanted to verify that that's not what we were looking at. And now that we've identified it, it's time to move on to the next site to find more artifacts.
So we're out here treasure hunting, and we're starting to find evidence that of stuff that shouldn't be here. Like, for instance, coal. Coal is not native to Florida. We're finding very old iron, purposely hollowed. We're finding this, lots of black shells. Black shells are important because that means these guys, whatever hurricane came in here, these guys were deep. These haven't seen sun in 10,000 years. That came from a very deep mud, so we're blown over the last hurricane. On top of that, we think we found the ship's anchor.
So about 10 yards from the deck spike that we found, we also noticed a piece of iron sticking out of the surface. We noticed the edging and the grooving and the manner in which it was made. It was folded iron, so it was folded and hand pounded, very corroded, so it was very old. We believe that the ship either ported, berthed here, or it was blown over during a hurricane. It's very possible that it was washed over by a hurricane, and those are extremely difficult to get out, as you'll see in later videos when we try to extract it. But that is a period anchor from the 1700s. And again, I would like to apologize for the audio here. The conditions were just not conducive to recording. But the next find that we're going to come up against is conclusive evidence that we are on top of a shipwreck from the 1700s. So the theory that my team and I have put together is that when these ships broke apart, they went down bow first, and when they hit the bottom, they splintered, meaning that the debris trail would have been scattered by recent hurricanes and ancient hurricanes. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. What you're looking at right now is the aft gun deck of a 17th century ship. Right. You can see the iron spiking coming out of the decking itself that's still miraculously intact. That, what you're looking at, is the aft gun deck of a galleon. And the reason we know that, if you look at the iron there, we looked at building techniques of the time period, and we learned that what they would do is they would superheat the iron decking spikes, and then once they inserted them into the decks themselves, they would supercool them to expand them to make the decks watertight, and also to reinforce them so they could hold the weight of those heavy guns. In this next scene, I'm going to attempt to give the viewer a better of the artifact itself. See the spacing for those deck spikes. See the condition of the wood. The condition of the wood and the condition of the iron attached to it leads me to believe that this particular artifact has been buried for a very long time, given the fact there's still tar, and that the iron decking spikes are still intact, and a lot of that aft decking is intact. You can see the angle at which they were cut. It's preserved very well. Now you're going to get a view of the algae that's growing on this artifact. Now that is a new growth, a new organism growth on that artifact, and that normally happens in brackish water. That normally wouldn't happen at sea the way that it did there. So that leads again back to our theory. This particular artifact was washed up to shore from a recent hurricane. Just get of the condition of the artifact under question. You can see how well the decking's preserved. You can see how well the iron in the decking's preserved. The bottle I'm holding, it's from the 1950s. It's actually a Pepsi bottle. But we have found rum bottles from the time period that are not as good of shape as that item there. So again, I'd ask you to look at the condition of the iron, that iron spike there, and the algae. See how bright that algae is? That algae, photosynthesis is a real thing. So that algae has been exposed to light for quite a while. And in a harsh environment like the sea, which is acidic, that algae couldn't grow. Day 2 of the mission. Our team's assembled. I have them on site. We're all excited. We know there's a lot of artifacts down there, and now we have the manpower to bring them up.
Right, well, in the style that, like how they, Mike was explaining how they used to seal, was they would drill a hole and
yeah. Holding.
We can definitely get
They're
that.
cool. You want to pick up the other piece too?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. Oh, that's got metal on it. Never mind. Oh wow, that's all joined together. I wonder if you could tip it on its side like this, so the guy can see. Oh yeah. Just gonna follow it along.
All right, guys, let's get this secure. And let's get this up, and let's go over to that anchor. Now the real fun starts, guys. All right, Steve, Savannah, Angie, you guys are on me. The rest of you guys head south, scout. Let me know what you guys find.
Wow.
Out.
Dig around it.
Elephants going out that way.
Yeah, it's gone down.
Just pull harder. Watch out. No, it just runs off of here, doesn't it?
Right here, guys. Yeah. Look what I just found. Oh, there's bugs on it here, but here. This and this.
Been out here on the trail, shipwreck that we've been finding clues for, and I've said in many of the videos we've made that you look for stuff that's unnatural, that shouldn't be there, stuff that wouldn't be unique to the area, and I think I found a pretty good example of it. Follow me. That, my friends, is the mast ring of a Spanish galleon. It is the perfect dimensions for that 120-foot mast. We are getting close. We are getting really close. We're gonna dig this up. We're gonna take this back. This is a good find. We're on the trail. Look at this. That's decking. You can tell by the iron spike. That's decking.
Oh, the wood rotted around it. It's not a bolt or a
No, that's a
modern
spike.
fastener.
That's a spike.
Nice.
That's a hand-pounded spike. Yep.
What do you suppose that wood is? Oh, look at that knot.
That's oak.
Be interesting to see what it looks like when it dries out.
Yeah. Yeah. We're on the right track, man. This is about the area where I found that pirate herring.
Real careful with this one.
This thing is brittle.
Oh, those little sand crabs.
Oh, that's a pain in my ass. Yeah, this guy probably came up about 2 hurricanes ago. These trees grow fast. Believe this, man?
Certainly
Mask
proves
one?
your theory.
It does. Yeah. Thanks. I'm going to leave the sand under it to support it.
Smart.
Excavated mast ring out of the palm tree. This is her on the ground. That is the exact width of the mast of a Spanish galleon of 1715. Like I said before, we are on the right trail. And I bet you anything, we dig that other piece out of that palm tree, there's gonna be coin or bar in there, precious metal, or at least other artifacts. We are definitely on the right trail. This is about the area that I found the pirate grenade. We're getting close. We're getting really close. Let's keep digging. There's an alligator in the water, Pete. He's over here. See him come back up. See the fish jumping?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a gator in there feeding.
Nice. Well, we'll respect his privacy.
Oh, yes, sir. See him?
We'll be very polite to that fella if he comes around.
I'll be
looking
real
for,
nice to him. Give him a real nice warm welcome. See him?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was him surfacing over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
See him?
Yep.
That's a gator.
That's a big boy.
That's a 5-footer. It's a 5-foot gater.
He'll snap you up a little bit.
Ooh.
I mean, he ain't gonna fuck with me.
I'll stab him in the eye. Respectfully.
You know, a young child maybe tries to mount him and,
See him?
yeah. It's funny, on our group text with Jesse, just
I saw that,
yesterday, he sent that link. I was like, yeah, no gator's gonna heck with us, dude. I wish.
Oh, pfft.
It's the only way I get to fucking legally take his pelt.
Make a purse out of him.
God, it's beautiful out here.
I know, it's nice. Where's this? The wind kicked up, the bugs started bugging out.
You know, as a matter of,
See the fish running?
yeah. Off the record, what'd you make out here, Mark?
What did I make?
What'd you see?
Oh, I saw a gator out here feeding.
What are we doing right now?
We're gonna go and try come up and say hi.
He's right there.
What you got?
Yeah, 12 o'clock from my camera. Your knife is, turn it to the right 2 inches. Other right. Right there. See where those fish were jumping?
Yeah.
He's about 20 feet out that way there. Right there. See that little ripple and the darkness underneath? That's him. It's 20 yards, or 20 feet from us. He swims fast, but if he gets fucking anywhere near us, I'm stepping on his face.
I'm cutting his eyeball out.
I'll kneel right on the cocksucker. If he comes right at us, I can legally fuck him in the ass. We're not allowed to pounce him, but
Oh, I'm gonna stab him in the eye.
if he thinks we're a bunch of stupid raccoons out here looking for fish, he's in for a surprise.
Oh, you gonna learn today.
And we will cook that tail legally. And we will harvest the leather. Yeah, that's him. Watch. If we have to like pay for a fucking tax tag or something, we're gonna get our
I'll drag it. Wow, drag this carcass the fuck out of here.
I think that's a school of fish. I feel like I'd see something if he was right there. But he is
I see him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That dark spot? I don't know. That could be seaweed.
No, I mean right there.
I'm gonna use this tire for
Yeah.
advantage.
You know how dumb this is?
For the alligator.
Awesome.
I see shadow. I can't make it from here. The wind's rippling the water too much. Those big wakes could be a whole school of fish. They could be the wind.
No, they're jumping. He's there. No way he's under 6.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of watching this wall for. I know he's going to be coming at us from that direction. Him being just a little guy, I don't think he's going to think of us as prey.
No, he's
But
gonna think us as predators.
if he's horny, he might want to defend his turf.
One would.
I don't remember what their mating season is, but that's when they're violent. And that lady was attacked recently makes me wonder if it's coming up. I usually get like email heads ups about shit like that, nature-wise or rocket launches. My news feed.
Yeah. Alright, let's get back to work.
All right.
Oh, he's right there.
You sure you don't want to grab you one of them cold beers out of that bag?
Yeah. He's 10 feet offshore, right through 12 o'clock. See the fish jumping? Oh, Jesus, that's close.
Everything out here is
Come
trying
on.
to fucking kill us.
Like,
This is not what the old gypsy woman said. Stingray? Okay, so every time we move, he's going away from us. It's a good sign.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, we've been in an expedition for 4 years now. Ton of content, and we have just been able to start editing it into a viewable format since the pandemic. And if you like it, subscribe. We have a story to tell. We'd like to get it out there. Let us know what you think. And again, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Thanks for watching.